Igbo man, Otuto man, good morning. Our people used to say that a good friend is better than a bad brother. Yeah, is your kajo nwanne. I realize now that some of my friends, some of my brothers, some of my sisters, some of my customers now hate me because I'm condemning the fact that we are now following the ways of those that killed our forefathers. Some of my neighbors even hate me because I preach this on a daily basis. I don't know why they find it difficult to understand that we have different language, different culture. We have different language, different skin color, and we have different culture, different tradition, different way of worship. We have our own. As we have our own language, that is how we will have our own way of worship. The same, the white people have their own skin color. They have their own language and they have their own way of worship. And now my brothers are now believing in the white people and their religion because these white people left their own house, came to our house, destroyed our house, killed our fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, enslaved most of us, most of them. And the ones that didn't want to die, they gave up as slaves. Most of them who refused to be slaves to the white men were killed. Then those that didn't want to die succumbed and became slaves to these white people. They worked for these white men for 400 years. These white people forced them to live their own way of worship and worship like them. They did because they didn't want to die. Meanwhile, they have killed our Nze, those men that are known for truth and nothing but the truth in our land. Our people, our ancestors were not a kind of violent people. They were not expecting that in one day something like that will happen. So they were not prepared for such war. They say to be one, to be four. How they say? To be four one is before arm or something. Or to be, I don't know how they say it. But our people say that ala kalaka de yimbolo. That means if you know of an incoming threat, you prepare for it. But our people didn't know of this incoming threat, this slavery and all of that. They were living their peaceful life, and all of a sudden this came. When these white people came, they welcomed them because our people are loving people and free-minded people. Because our people were not violent, that is why they were able to encroach and destroy our land. Now our people are claiming that they are Christians without realizing that this is something that was forced on us, first forced on us. Some of us, our mothers and fathers lived and worshipped like the white men, knowing fully well that this is not their way, and they were doing it just to protect their children, so that their children will not die. That is the heart of a mother, and this is what led us to all these things. That is why I've been saying that a woman, especially a mother, cannot be in a sensitive position because she can be she can be forced out of her belief just because of the love of her child. She can do anything to save her child. That is how our mothers ended up giving up. Most of the people that gave up and became slaves for the white men were women. A woman cannot endure pain as much as a man can do. Now, you as my friend, you as my neighbor, you as my customer, you as my follower, you hate me because I preach against the church. I preach against the church. And you love these white men that killed our ancestors, right? I wish to tell you now that if you still hate me preaching against the church, please, it's better you unfollow me. Nobody is paying me for this. TikTok is not paying me. You are not paying me either. I'm doing this for the love of my fatherland. I'm doing this for the love of my people. I'm doing this because I'm seeing suffering. And this suffering is because we have accepted this disunity that has been planted by the enemy in our midst. Our forefathers are known for farming, and these days we hardly farm. Even those of us that farm, you cannot farm and feed yourself, just your family for 1 year. But our fathers farmed then, even with their many wives and many children. They farm then and they feed themselves till the next farming season. And we believe that we are doing well now because we are selling all manner of trash that are produced by the white men. And we don't realize that what we are doing is supporting the white man's economy while our own is dying. The only thing I know that now that the Igbos are producing, should I say very well, is oil. And that is because these palm trees, these ancestral palm trees, the ones that have been there for years, most of them are not planted by man. They fall off the tree and they plant themselves. Our ancestors keep giving it back to us because they don't want us to die out of ignorance. How many of us go and plant the palm trees by ourselves these days? You hardly see. If you hate me because I'm preaching this ordinarily, I'm preaching our ways, and you're supporting these people, I'm here to tell you today that I hate you too. Because when you're supporting an enemy, you are automatically an enemy. A friend of an enemy is an enemy. The white people also said it. An enemy of my enemy is my enemy. And a friend to my enemy is my enemy. So thank you. You are free to unfollow me. You are free to block me. Thank you very much.